So we are headed to Jay's house to see Charlotte. So Charlotte had the puppies, and she originally had like 9 puppies. So, which is great, good, 9. But stuff been happening. You want to explain to them what's been happening?
This is why you do not, if you're trying to do dog breeding, you do not have a dog that's so close to the genes of a different dog. And like you can't have mom and dad, or a mom and son be around each other,
or dad and daughter,
and they in heat. Because then anytime you do a breeding with somebody else, because then you're gonna end up messing up the whole litter. Right. So that's why. So right now, that's what we're going through.
Right. So basically, when we should have, you gonna make it right up here. When we were breeding Static and Charlotte, and it was that video that y'all always talk about, like why y'all cursing that bear?
We didn't bring bear.
The reason why, and that wasn't us, but that was Bear's owner. He owned Charlotte and Bear, and so Charlotte and Bear are mom and son, and they had locked before in the process of Static. Static already had locked with Charlotte, 3-4 times, and then he had Charlotte and Bear. They accidentally locked. Yeah, they accidentally locked while he on his watch by accident. He was telling us about it. It was like, I hope that they don't mess with any puppies or whatever. Like, hope one don't end up, I don't know, slow or whatever the case is, messed up, because obviously nobody wants that one. And so we were like, oh, maybe it didn't do nothing, because they locked so many times before, and then they locked after that. So it was like hoping nothing would happen. But this is why, like, even if you do have a mom and son and both of them not neuter, you got to keep them separate, and he never would keep them separate. So that's how that happened. And so now with the puppies being born, unfortunately 4 so far had passed away, and we're trying to figure out, is it because they're not getting no milk, because that's what he's thinking, or is it because of the bear situation, because 2 dogs locked on her, and one of them was her child, and that obviously you're not supposed to mate mom and son or whatever, because that can mess up the puppies. And that's kind of what happened. That's what we're going through. So we about to try to see. He had bought
This is dumb as fuck. This is dumb as fuck.
He had bought a bottle and milk formula. I told him to go to Tractor Supply, because I know they got it there, because they got everything dog related there. And he bought that, and we're about to see. But he's been home all day, and he said another one passed away. So I'm like, how they keep dropping like flies? It got to be something other than they just not getting no milk. It just doesn't make sense. Of course, maybe one might not get no milk, but for a whole litter to always want to be sleeping, just never kind of get no milk, or when they do get up, they get milk, but they're still passing away. Like, so if they're getting milk, because he told us, okay, they do eventually get up, but then once they get up, and he's like, they gotta get milk because she moves around and she sees like they change positions or whatever. So it's like, okay, some of them are getting milk, so how is puppy still dying if they're still getting milk? You have to think, like, a dog has 8 nipples, right? Most dogs got, I think, only like they got 8 nipples. If we had 9 puppies and 1 died, that means there's a nipple for everybody, for sure. Everybody, the whole damn litter could get on her and eat. So it's not even the fact that nobody has enough, like, I gotta wait my turn because all the nipples is gone. Like, everybody could get one. And now if we have, like, at the time, before we called him, we had 8. Now, well, no, before we called him, we had 6. So I'm like, okay, 6 puppies could for sure feed on 1 mom, because she has 8 nipples. Like, there's enough space for everybody to eat. So I'm not really sure what's going on. Like, it can't even be that everybody's being aggressive at this point, because it's enough room for everybody to eat. So I'm just like, so we're about to go inside the house to see what's going on, because we kind of confused. I think it's the bear situation, because it's not normal. Honestly, it's not normal for this many, for them to be dropping like flies and just not eating. So we about to see what's going on. So yeah.
KOTD. I'm trying to tell motherfuckers. I did the research. Put in the work. You can't tell me shit about dogs. I mean, I'll listen to anybody. Anybody can learn from anybody. But when I tell you to keep dogs separated because he's in heat. Matter of fact, I told you don't even keep that dog because of the relationship between Charlotte and that puppy, how it would be. Because we knew that he's not going to neuter them because he's a breeder and he wants to breed. Any dog he gets, he's going to want to breed it. So it's like, okay, but she's going to be in heat eventually. So what are you going to do? And we told him to keep him separate, but he didn't keep him separate. So that's why when you see in that video, he was cursing at him because he didn't want them to like lock again, you know what I'm saying, or situation. So that's why he reacted that way. Again. So who knows? And we only know about one time they locked. And he be having them downstairs in the basement. They be outside together. And he don't be... They locked down. So they might have locked again, you know what I'm saying? When he wasn't actively watching them. Who knows? So, y'all be safe and careful out there if y'all breeding and y'all choose to keep the same parents unneutered in the same household. And don't take appropriate... To me, that's dumb as hell.
Yeah, don't take appropriate precautions and just think about, you know, the possibilities of what may happen.
It's dumb.
It's just not smart. So we about to see what's going on.
Don't be dumb.
And then based on what's going on and based on what we assess, we're going to see, okay, is it the milk or is it that 2 dogs made it on her? So I think it's the 2 dogs made it on her personally.